my life. I swear to God, I was excited for the first fight, but no, it's it's like turning pro all over again. You know when you first this is how I feel. It's like turning pro all over again. That's how I feel. You know, I'm just like I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. I want to go to training now. I'm forcing myself to take the 2 weeks rest. But listen, it's all good. Listen, I'm a guy that I learn quick. I learn quick. You know, it's all good. Listen, you know, now I can't wait. I just can't wait to get back in there, man. I just want to go. I want to go now. I've never been this excited for a fight before in my life. I swear to God, I was excited.
Those are the words of Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte, stating that he has never been excited like this for a rematch. He said he was excited for the first fight, but now he's fired up for the second fight. He catches on quick. He learns as he goes anyway. I think listening to Dillian Whyte, and I could hear it in his voice, the man's on fire to get right back in there. Now, he says he's forcing himself to take a break, which that's not true, okay? He was suspended due to medical reasons because when you get knocked out like that, you have a certain amount of time where you can't do anything, okay? So that's really what that is. I don't know if maybe he doesn't listen to the rules because, I mean, who's going to walk around and listen to you or watch you, see if you train or not, right? So he could always go somewhere and train in private or whatnot. So, you know, he just wants to cut weight and get right back in there, which is good for Dillian Whyte because, see, these are the type of things that gets him officially off the redemption list. He looked good. He was winning the fight. He looked like he wasn't gassing or anything. The only person that really looked like they were gassed out was Povetkin. At the end of the second, he was looking that way. So maybe that was old age again from his part, but Dillian Whyte looked good, okay? But I was waiting for Dillian Whyte to look good and to produce a win. He did not do that. So, unfortunately, he's still on the redemption list. However, if he's fired up to do this, that means that between these two fights, he's going to be more lean, he's going to be more focused, he's going to be more dedicated to fighting a particular fighter instead of Tyson Fury, possibly, if your sanctioning body will let you or allow it. Haters of Dillian Whyte, people trying to keep him down and put him down. Other fights, people trying to throw in his face, like the Triple D fight. You know, so he doesn't have to worry about any of that. A rematch with Joshua, none of that matters now. Okay? Because the WBC, as far as I'm concerned, we be crooks, we be whatever. They are going to be what they are going to do, and I think by knowing what we know now about the WBC, just a little trip over there for a second. If you notice between this year and last year, the WBC was looking for any kind of out for Dillian Whyte. They promised him something that they never really intended on giving him. Okay, and let's just say that. You know, because this UCAD drug test came back with some type of whatever was in it. WBC, I mean, yeah, they had nothing to do with that. VADA, the WBC had nothing to do with that whatsoever. But they made it their business to go out of their way to snatch that opportunity from Dillian Whyte. Right? Just like now, he gets upset by Povetkin. Now, they won't give it to Povetkin, right? But they snatch it away from Dillian. So what does that tell you? That tells you that whatever this mandatory spot was, it couldn't be gained by beating Whyte. So you got to ask yourself, did it exist in the first place? Because if something that was guaranteed, if you're a mandatory challenger on some kind of special thing, it looks like if it was that concrete and solid, that means whoever won the Povetkin Whyte fight would have been fighting the winner out of Wilder and Fury 3. But it didn't happen that way. So you got to look at it like, okay, well, was this shit even really in the plans? Think about it. But nonetheless, Dillian Whyte has his own war he has just raged on, right? Now he's motivated. He has something to do. He has something to look for. And that just shows you that a guy that won't quit, he's too legit to quit. And that's a good thing. And I want the same spirit with these other so quote-unquote top fighters. Okay? And that goes for Wilder. That goes for fucking Fury. You know, Joshua, he's already lost. right? But we want to see his perseverance. We want to see that. And this is what I see in Dillian Whyte, perseverance. That means, hey, you can take a licking and keep ticking. And that's what I see with Dillian Whyte. He's on fire. He's like, dude, I want to get back in there because I know I had that motherfucker and I want to get him and I want to knock his ass out to show that, hey, I can do it. I want to prove that to myself and then entertain the fans and get paid all at the same time. That's what he wants to do. So, again, I got to take my hat off to Dillian Whyte because he ain't around feeling sorry for himself. He ain't making excuses like a lot of fighters done this year or let fans make excuses for him. They might say, oh, you too hard on him, whatever. But, I mean, he ain't made excuses for shit. He got knocked out. That was it. Counterpunched. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dillian Whyte's on fire attitude about getting back in the ring with Alexander Povetkin Part 2. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.